Who is Jesus in the Jehovah's Witness religion? In Jehovah's Witness theology, Jesus is a created being, even though he created everything himself. Because in John 1 verse 3 it says, all things came into being through him, and without him not one thing came into being. What has come into being? And then verse 4, in him was life, and the life was the light of all people. But then they might go to Colossians 1 verse 15, which says that Jesus is the firstborn. But in the Bible, firstborn usually mostly means authority or for example, take David. In Psalm 89 verse 27, he says that he will make David his firstborn. Like, I will make him the firstborn, the highest of the kings of the earth. And God basically calls David his firstborn in that verse, even though he was the youngest son. And they also say Jesus is Michael the Archangel. And even if Jesus is so-called Michael the Archangel, chapter and verse, please. And they don't believe he is God. And just like I said in my last video, when I was breaking down Yahweh in the Jehovah's Witness religion, they don't believe in the Trinity. And they do believe that Jesus came down from heaven to die for our sins, but they don't believe he died on a cross. Instead, they believe he died on a stake. I also made a video talking about if either Jesus died on a cross or a stake 2 months ago, so go check it out if you haven't seen it. And they also celebrate the memorial, but they don't really give Jesus much credit for following along with the Father's plan. They also believe that Jesus rose again on the 3rd day and ascended into heaven. And they believe that he just rose again in a spiritual body, which is really unbiblical. Jesus is done so dirty in this religion. He created everything, but gets none of the glory. He's the one who comes down from heaven to die a gruesome death, but gets none of the credit. Well, I guess that's it for today's video. And I want to hear your thoughts about Jesus if you're a Christian, Muslim, Jew, or maybe even an atheist, because he is a historical figure still, but he's also divine in my belief. But that'll be it for today's video, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye.